is to give you the main point of the marketing strategy of Tesla Automotive to introduce on the market the new model, the Model 3. And the Model 3 has the possibility to make Tesla profitable and is included in a strategic plan based in 3 steps made by Tesla, following the vision of the CEO. And the step simply was to build a project from white papers and then to develop this model, this technology, and then to disseminate this product on the market. Tesla Model 3 is the third step of this project, and this can make Tesla profitable after 10 years of starting his jobs. And so in the other hand, Tesla build a widely distributed net of infrastructure for recharging the cars. So everything was done. Was not easy, but has been. Let's see. As a final on this issue, on the presentation, I would like to say that the only competitor, the biggest competitor for Tesla is Tesla itself, since as Tesla is advising the SEC authority in the US, the main problem now is to be able to fulfill the market request for the Model 3, which is very huge. Okay, so my presentation will go through the electric car state of the art, the Model 3 description, the price, the place of selling, the promotion and position, the people in the showroom, the process, and the competitor analysis. So the state of art of the electric cars is an emerging market. I show here the monthly sales in US in upper of the screen, and in the lower screen there is the sell in Norway. Norway is the leading country in Europe that due to the government incentive that when the politicians makes by the Norwegian government, now this year they was able to put on the market 50% of the car they sell is electrics. So it's an emerging market and is highly dependent on government incentives, and Norway is the example, and is totally dependent on infrastructure for a charge. And European Commission makes some a few years ago, from 2013 to 2016, they make some incentive to each state to build these infrastructures. Some countries did, some didn't yet. It's an innovative way to travel. The battery needs some time to get charged, and you can enjoy the local food, or you enjoy the sea view or the land view, and so everything is changed. The travel is not so fast. It's fast enough, but your entire life should be slow down a little bit, and this make the life itself sustainable for yourself and for the next generation maybe. And new peoples are needed in the showroom, since traditional car dealer cannot be able to sell this car, and even the Tesla employee, the Tesla dealers, should face not the VIP entering the showroom, but should face normal people. So new people in any kind. Is a delicate pricing allocation, since as I said, the infrastructure are not yet built in any country, and some government are giving some money to people who would like to switch to electric vehicles car. So it has to be finely tuned for each country, and need more education rather than promotions. I mean, switching from one conventional car to an electric vehicles makes people in stranger conditions where they don't know exactly what will happen. So they have to they have to be trained, and the best training in this case is to see your neighbor that are using electric vehicles, so it's more easy to see than to speak. The product description is Tesla is a nice looking car, totally electric. Tesla make a totally change to the people feeling about electric car. They are not so ugly and not so powerful. Instead, Tesla cars are very nice looking and very powerful, and they are able to have at least 300-kilometer range, and so every point, Tesla recharge point could be easily reached. There is a lot of technology on board. The car is connected to the internet in any time, and you can deal with the car with your mobile, and also Tesla can monitor your engines or your assistance in the car, and this makes the maintenance on time maintenance. And as a last, mostly of the new cars of Tesla have as an optional the self-driving. Obviously, the driver is still inside, but you get some kind of autopilot that makes the drive more easy and more safe. Description again: Tesla, as I said, created a worldwide recharge network. In bright red there is the actual location ready to use, and in gray there is the next year opening forecast. So the market is growing and Tesla is growing as well. And so for now means you can use this charge point, and for the future you may find some cheaper electricity in Tesla self-recharge stations. Again, the battery capacity, as I said, Tesla car are wrapped around the battery. Is a brand new project. The battery is the floor of the car, the engine is between the wheels, so a lot of room for the passengers and for the baggage, and even safe, because in case of crash there is now the engine in the front trunk, which will not fall into the front seat passengers. So safer, efficient, nice looking, powerful. And the range capacity again, like any other conventional car, the range is directly proportional to the average of the speed. Lower is the speed, more is the range. So marketing for this kind of product is essential. You will never find us say Tesla in any place. So this is for very high level customer, high profile customer that are searching something different, and the Model 3 will be available anyway for the majority of customers. And segmentation of the product has been done through the Model X, Model S, and now Model 3, and even the Model T can be selecting different kind of batteries. You may find the price that fit your pocket, and again choosing the power of the drive unit will again be more cheaper, more expensive. So you can this is a way to do the fragmentation for this product. And the plus of selling, since a lot of information are now traveling on the web, so the first contact is the website, and then in the website you can select a test drive to see the car, and eventually to sell, to buy it, and then you finally join the showroom, test and delivery eventually the car when you buy it. The promotion and position at the moment, Tesla are using a referral program by the owner that can refer some other friends or whatever like to take a Tesla, or you can book the test ride through the website. In the future, what I see that can be arranged is continue the program of referring and online learning about the electric car, and maybe to check the feedback from the actual owner, or even the people that are interested in electric vehicles but make maybe a test ride and then they choose not to take the Tesla. Their feedback will be very helpful for Tesla. And range anxiety explained. Range anxiety is the the very first question that any people is doing for the electric vehicles: how much is the range with the batteries? So, and this makes people very scared about getting without power in the middle of nowhere. So, explain to them that the electricity is everywhere, as I will say later on, will help them to pass this fear. And electricity actually does not need a storage, so you don't need to have a big tank to put electricity, just is ready anywhere, nearly anywhere, or it's very easy to locate in everywhere. And local showroom should perform a tour in the nearby locations, and local showroom must get the feeling of what is the cultural level of the country about electrical vehicle and try to manage it a little bit. So the local showroom could perform this little tour, show the car, perform the test drive, and a tested car is a sold car, according to my opinion. The positioning, electricity is everywhere. It should be well known to the possible customers. And Nikola Tesla's invention about electricity is underlined by the logo of Tesla itself. And Tesla, with this net of recharge point, is able to contract now the range accident of anybody. And the Tesla know-how, okay, Tesla know-how about they used, so the huge amount of miles accumulated by the Tesla cars all around the world are collected through the webs, and their commonalities between the various models means the same engine, the same power unit, the same batteries, etc., and makes Tesla technicians expertise on electric motors, and now is becoming a leader in self-driving car. So again, they get own-made of recharge net. This should be underlined to the customers. In here, I put a radius of 250 kilometers around this point, the charge point here, and you can see how many charge points will be able to reach the car with this range. And every location for charging the location is finally tuned to allow the customer during the charge to enjoy the stops, maybe tasting the local food or enjoying the view. And this net of the charge has allowed you to travel freely all around Europe. And not only Europe, but US and now in China. The additional benefit, Tesla are able to sell some photovoltaic panel that can be fully integrated with any other Tesla product. And for instance, Powerwall is another product of Tesla to put a battery in your home to store the energy from your solar roof. And finally, we join the showroom. The people in the showroom should be an electrical vehicle user. Possibly they must be enthusiastic about Tesla car. They should know everything, since now they may face in front of some very dreamer about Tesla, which now Tesla Model 3 can be achievable, can be up to their pockets. And they must know how to contract a range RCT issue. Simple the words. In the maintenance shop, deeply knowledge of the electrical vehicles, motor and car from the technicians, possibly to recruit people coming out having an experience on the electrical vehicle racing teams. Now it's becoming more and more widespread. The location should have a minimal furniture just to highlight the car, and should be an open space, so the furniture must not distract the customer to see the car, and should be safe, the car, and should be clean like the car. The process starts the first visit on the website, and then on the website you may book your test ride, and the test ride should be a little bit longer, maybe take 24 to 48 hours possibly, so you may pass the barrier of getting charged the car, and some people may come to your location to see if you meet you need to make some homework to make your house safe to charge the car. And then choosing the configuration, as I said earlier, you can choose the battery capacity and the power, and this obviously change the cost of the car. You can choose how to, if you buy by cash or contract purchase, means a lot of minimum kilometers, and then you going back, you trade again the car, or if you choose to a long-term agreement. And then finally you come back to the showroom for the delivery of the car, and then you'll be introduced to how does the maintenance work in Tesla. And then you'll be arranged a quotation for the training of the car in the near future. Okay, competitor analysis. The actual snapshot is Tesla on the factory and the charging stations. Nobody else get the car and the charging station, so it is a big leading technology, and Tesla hold a lot of know-how about the battery technology. As I said, the car are connected to the server are collecting all the data from the car, means all the system is working in various ambient conditions and day-to-day use, and again, battery life information on the day-to-day use. And they are the car manufacturer. They are, some of them, like Mitsubishi, Renault, and Nissan, joined together to build only one car, electric, and all the other are arranging previous project to fit with a battery and an engine. So it's a little bit arranged, and they have to choose some compromise. And all of them rely on the third-party supplier for the battery. Tesla, with the gigafactories, now are trying to build the battery inside the house. And the electrical vehicle cars represent a minor part of their brand, so also for the selling point, for the maintenance, they get a limited knowledge about this car here. And future development, and maybe the gap will be closed down by the other competitors a little bit. It depends on the Tesla, if they still make some other unit, some other models, maybe some bikes, some other issue to fulfill their goal of sustainable mobility. Thank you.